y'all, welcome back to the DG Outdoors Channel, guys. In today's video, I want to talk about proper bow maintenance, okay? After the incidents that we have had shooting our bows over the last week, me and my friend Will, we had a few incidences. One could have been really, really bad. So let's start there. And we're just going to talk about, like I said, going over the bow and talking about things that you guys should check every once in a while to not have an incident where you may hurt yourself or break your bow or anything like that. First off, guys, never in a million years did I think my release would be the one thing that failed. So if you guys are on the looking at the community page on the DG Outdoors channel here on YouTube, you guys would have seen pictures of this, or on my Facebook page, you guys would have seen pictures of this. But this lock nut had came loose on my release, and the release fell apart. I didn't get hurt. Luckily, what happened was, I was literally, we were shooting after about 2 hours, went like this, and went to pull back, and that's when this part came out right here. And like I said, luckily nobody got hurt. I didn't get hurt. Everything was okay. The bow didn't get broken, things like that. So, what you guys want to do is every once in a while, you guys want to take a set of Allen wrenches, okay? Just like this, or ones you can get at the Dollar Tree or whatever, any set of Allen wrenches, and go over every single screw on this bow, okay? Check the screws in your sight. Make sure it's not loose, okay? Check the screws in your arrow rest, okay? Will the other day was shooting the Mathews FX, and this bolt right here that holds on the arrow rest came loose, and his sight was sliding back and forth. I had to fix it, no big deal, okay? Like I said, check them on your sight, check them on your arrow rest. Make sure your stabilizer's tight. Check the screws in your string stop. The other day, again yesterday, we were shooting. I was like, why is this moving? We've been shooting for an hour, and I have heard of other bows doing this on reviews with string stops, but these two little set screws right here came loose, and this was just sliding in and out, and I kind of noticed my shots were a little off the last 3 times we had shot this bow before putting it up yesterday when I realized there was an issue, so I had to really tighten these things down, okay? One thing you guys really want to do is wax your bowstring. These strings get dry. When they get dry rotted, they fray. They could break. So wax your bowstring down to keep your bow in really good condition. All right? And make it last for a few years longer. All right? You want to check your D-loop. If there's any fraying on your D-loop, get it replaced immediately. The last thing you want this thing to do is break and then hit yourself in the face, which could hurt you. All right? Another thing you want to do, okay, is check your peep sight. If you have tubing, check your peep sight tubing. Okay? If this thing looks wore out, get it replaced. I know a lot of them these days don't have the tubing, but if you do, that's also a spot that could fail and break and hurt yourself. One more thing. Me and Will were shooting, okay? And we were hitting arrows together. Not bad, but every single time, and I'm big on this thing, okay? Take your arrow out, give it a good bend, listen for cracks. If that arrow cracks, looks splintered, has a gouge in it, a really big scrape on it, don't use that arrow. Get rid of that arrow, replace it. I don't care, guys. Someone could seriously get hurt. All right? Back to checking your sights. Okay? Will has a single pin sight on his bow. All right? And it has 2 lock nuts on the side, and the housing was real loose, and his shots were everywhere. We couldn't figure out why until he's like, hey, my sight's loose. So I had to take a pair of pliers and an Allen wrench and tighten the 2 bolts down here on the side and fix it. And I just went over every bolt that I could think of and tightened it down to make sure it wasn't going to come loose. Guys, little things like that. Check your equipment and go over it, because things will work themselves loose. Vibration will work all these bolts loose, and it could end up hurting you and things like that. If you shoot a broken arrow, let's say back to arrows. Check your nocks. If you have a cracked nock and you shoot an arrow, it could like blow up your whole entire bow. Or you can have an arrow explode and go through your hand and hurt yourself. And that could be really, really bad. And blow up your bow because it'd be like just dry firing your bow. So, guys, this is a video on bow maintenance. Things that we should be checking on our bows. Okay? If you have a recurve, check your limbs. Make sure they're not separating. Okay? Make sure your bowstrings aren't frayed very bad. Alright? You guys can pick up a thing of bowstring wax to wax down your string at Walmart for like $5. We just waxed these yesterday when we were going through all our bows and everything. We checked over our bows and everything to make sure that wasn't going to happen. So yeah, just look over your bow all the time. Check your peep sights, tubing. Definitely your D-loop. Okay, and check the screws on your release too, so no one gets hurt and gets punched in the face and all that stuff. So guys, remember, like, comment, subscribe. Y'all be safe out there. Jesus loves you, and I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching.